Hello everybody, what's up? I'm Technomage PvP, and welcome to today's new kind of series thingy-mabobby. But yes, anyway, we are actually playing here today on MoonBase. Now, this is actually my first ever chest drop video. Now, I'm going to show you MoonBase, because MoonBase is one of those maps, like, if you don't get stacked, everyone else is going to get stacked, and you're just... It's not a fun time having to do stuff. So I'm going to show you two routes today. Two very common routes. I have actually 4 different routes I can go on MoonBase, but these are the two I'm going to show you that are pretty obvious. So, I was messing around on here before. I tried this recording before, and I didn't like it, so I'm redoing it now. So, let's do this. So, pretty much, if you spawn on this from there all the way to pretty much 3, to pretty much right here on 3, you're going to want to take this route. So, yeah. Anyway, let's start off. So, this is actually the perfect spawn. But pretty much what you do is, come here, you're just gonna ditch spawn. Ditch spawn. This is what I call a corn skipper. You're just gonna want to ditch all the way back here. And you're just gonna want to come here, grab that tier 1, and then you're gonna want to come through here. Right here, you're just gonna come over here, and that's a tier 1 right here. So that's 2 tier 1s. You will most likely get a weapon from one of them. Then you can come right here and see that little chest right there. You can open that. That's a tier 2. So right there, you get 2 tier 1s and a tier 2. So by now you should have a weapon and some pretty fairly decent armor. If you don't already have a weapon, or if there's no one behind you, come over here, check this tier 1, get a rod, a better sword possibly, and yeah. So, I keep getting Skype notifications. So, yeah. Anyway, next up, you come down here. And you can come right here. Take this tier 1. It's pretty good. I like the tier. No, that's a tier 2. What am I talking about? This is a tier 2. So, you get your second tier 2. You can come all the way down here. And collect this tier 1. That's not actually going to be in there automatically. But this is a tier 1 right here, so you can get rod, bow, arrows, and just ingredients. Always love tier 1s. Then you come here. This right here is a tier 2. So if you... well, my neighborhood's home. Anyway, yeah, this is a tier 2. So you can grab that if you want. And then you're just going to want to come on up here. Well, he's awake. And you just come on up here. And so you already have 3 tier 2s. And this is the 4th and usually final. So yeah. Now, this is the one I don't really like, and I don't recommend you really go to. The reason because of the fact that it is a death or life kind of parkour. But it's actually simple, and I recommend that you practice on. So... I did block it off though, because I usually just pretend that it's not there. So what you do is you come through here, and it will be open. I just blocked it off, just ignore that it's there. Come here, and you're gonna want to jump there, jump here. Going there is actually easy, and then right here's a tier 2. So yeah, now that you got that, you kind of come here. You gotta be very careful though, because once you make it to that second one right here, this is you'll fall to your death if you have no boots. So if you have boots even. So yeah. So what you do is that after you come here, what I do is that I recommend jumping. Don't do that. Is that you kind of jump right there like that, and then you can kind of go over here, and it takes some time of practice. And you will die a few times, of course, at least you're learning the route. If you get that, that's 6 tier 2s. Wait, no, that's 5 tier 2s. And that's your route. So right there, that will usually get you stacked. And then, usually what I'll do after that is that if I feel like I'm not fully stacked yet, or if there's no one to go around, you have nothing, and you're just heading on your way to spawn, where you don't have a rod and all that thing yet, you can just come over here. That tier 1's usually taken, and you run over here, jump on this blue block, come up here and you go all the way down here, and you just kind of like skimmy your way up like this, and right here is a tier 2 for you. Now usually right here is a chest that's tier 1, so you can grab that. So you have directly right there a tier 2 and a tier 1, and then you can come over here again, skimmy your way up, failing, and you can come right here. Now there's usually a tier 2, a tier 1 right like around here that you can kind of, oh wait, it's like right there, yeah, something like that. You can just come here, grab it, and that's it. So you get 2 tier 1s and a tier, so you have a total of 5, possibly 6, 4 to 6 tier 2s, and you have 1, 2, I mean you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have like 5 or 6 tier 1s, so you get around 6 tier 1s, 6 tier 2s. So pretty much from that, if you're not full iron, you got really unlucky, but usually you are, and it will at least give you a good helm, a good chest plate, good leggings, and good boots. You'll usually get enough to sustain anything. So this route has a little less tier 2s, but it's a lot less known. The mine is really known and really popular, but here you go. So this one is just in between 4 and 1. This is what I call a Toxic's route, because I found this out from Toxic. I know Toxic didn't originate it, but I mean, hey, it's who I found it from. So pretty much this is if you're spawning way far away from 1, right, from 2 or anything. Like, you know you're not going to make it, like you're all the way over here. Usually if I'm like right here, I just dash over through the middle to get there. But pretty much if you spawn here, you got super lucky. Just you spawn around that pedestal, just ditch spawn, like even just ditch spawn for this route, because it's known as well by like a few good PvPers. So you want to go over here, and usually people just skip straight to the double tier 2 in this route, but I like to get the other tier stuff. So you come here, get your tier 1. This seems like a more weapony chest, so I usually get a weapon. Then you just come here, do this very easy parkour that I failed, and you're probably laughing at me. Get this tier 2. Awesome, right there you got yourself a free tier 1 and tier 2. So you'll have about, from that, 3 armor bars and a sword, or an axe, something like that. And then you can come over here if you don't already have a weapon, because you will need a weapon for this route to get rid of the tier 1s. Oops. And you just get this tier 1. God damn it. I really need to just, like, oops. There we go. So you come over there, and then you're going to come over here, get this tier 2. That will usually get you decently geared, so you're about to take on anyone who goes for your double tier 2. Usually by the time you get those 2, if you rush the route, people will be almost here, or just got here, and you can come around here. There's usually just random food here for some reason, and you can open this and you get like double tier 2. So if you're running out of food, don't worry. If you make it here, there's like usually random like food here, and no, it's not because someone's here, it's like randomly generated. I don't know why, but it just is. Every time I go here, it's like random like food and stuff. So you can open that and you get yourself a double tier 2. So that's pretty much it. And I mean, if you still don't have a fishing rod from, like, you only have 2 tier 1s on that route, so, and 3 tier 2s including a double tier 2. So like I said, it's not as like OP as the number 2 route, but it's fine, because if you don't have a fishing rod and a bow yet or anything, come here, that's a free tier 1. Oops. And you just come on down here, and you just kind of run and, you know, make your way over here to this right here that has a tier 1 in it. Get this first, because if someone else comes, this might have a weapon, so you might want to stop them from getting a weapon, because you never know when someone's going to have stuff. Plus it usually will have, it seems to always have a fishing rod every time in my videos or something like that. So go for it if you still don't have a fishing rod or a bow or something like that. Come here, boom, tier 1 again. So pretty simple here as well. You just jump, come down, open that, there you go, you got your tier 1. Don't fall in, because it's really hard to get out. Actually, yeah, you need a fishing rod or something to get out, but once you're done with that, so that concludes this route. So that is, on this route you have 2 tier 2s and a double tier 2. You have this tier 1, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 tier 1s. Oh yeah, and also I believe there is a tier 1 here, so that's 6. And another tier 1 here, so that's 7. So that concludes this route, really. So that's 7 tier 1s, 2 tier 2s, and 1 double tier 2. And the number 2 route, which is the one I recommend, has a maximum total of 6 tier 2s and 6 tier 1s. Possibly 7, I guess, depends. It could go up actually to 8 depending on it, but usually you won't be able to get to that route, and that's a different route that I won't really be talking about, because these are the 2 routes that you will only need to know for each side of depending where you spawn. These are the 2 routes that I recommend that you stick on if you and rely on for the games, because those are the 2 most OP for each side that you're on, depending on if you're east or west. So east or west, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Tell me which map you guys want me to review next, map a route on, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, I'm TechnoMage PvP, and by the way, this series will be once a week, every Tuesday. Why not? Let's go with that. See you guys all next time. Hopefully you enjoyed, and goodbye.